Frank, it must be disappointing, but it's another home defeat. How do you sum it up after the euphoria of Spurs?
Same story. There's a few of the last home games. Every game's different. Spurs was different. I said after Spurs that we need to make sure we reproduce that kind of a performance, but it has to look different sometimes. And I'll probably give you the exact same press conference as I did after Bournemouth, to be fair, because it's the same story.
How do you alter that?
Well, we have to work. The players have to, said it before, go 1v1 if you're an offensive player. Play around the corner, join, mix up your game, and break defensive lines, because teams aren't stupid, they're well organised, and we need to do more in an attacking sense. You can't have near on 70% of possession and control, particularly a first half, and not do more, not hit better crosses, not hit better final passes, not get more clear chances at goal from our point of view.
Frank, after Bournemouth, you talked about personality on the ball. You actually used the word balls. Was it the same today?
Well, I think personality comes in lots of different ways. I thought we saw it in a real nice mix against Tottenham, and today the personality is more in a football sense of finding, as I say, taking the ball in tight spaces and delivering something, and we didn't do it.
Frank, I know you said that the January transfer window, it's not January yet, but does it kind of nudge you in a certain direction with January literally just around?
I learned about the players, and particularly in games like that, I suppose.
Gentleman at the front there.
Do you feel yourself being tested as a manager in this run of frustrating times?
I feel it in every time, every moment. Tottenham was a test. Every day training is a test, and every defeat is a test in a different way.
If you don't get the kind of consistency that you want, do you worry that the top four place might slip away?
Well, it's a clear statement that you need a form of consistency to come in the top four, because this is the Premier League. Everyone's striving for it. We're in it at Christmas. People probably would have doubted that. So I think with perspective we can be relatively happy. But if we want to stay there and move onwards and upwards, and rather than look backwards, we need to clearly win more than we've won recently at home.
Frank, is it worrying that at home it doesn't seem to matter which system you go with, these problems?
But that's football, I think, for me, and I think we can be very much we can hone in on systems and what difference they make, and they clearly do, but some things don't. I think today we played a 3 in the first half, controlled the game but didn't do enough in an offensive way. Second half we looked brighter for a bit, but at the same time possibly more open to the counter-attack, so it's not just about systems.
Alison, then Simon.
Frank, does the dressing room feel slightly different before home and away games? Is there an increased pressure here, where there's a freedom when you're playing away, no matter where it is?
I don't know. From the players' point of view, I don't know the answer to that. But if you're on the run that we're at home, I think there's more pressure on it because everyone talks about it, we feel it, and what you do want to do is perform well in front of your home fans and give them something to be happy about when they all turn up en masse to see you at our home. It needs to become some form of not a fortress, but something where I think people come in here and respecting us as Chelsea because they're setting up in that way, but we're not playing like the Chelsea that can break that down.
It's the first time, I think, for more than 8 years that Chelsea's lost back-to-back Premier League games. I mean, that's a stat in itself that shows where the club is expected to be, isn't it, and where it is now.
I think it's a stat in isolation because because the first time we've lost 2 back-to-back home games
in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Since October, November of 2018.
Yeah, I think that's a stat in isolation that you could probably pluck, and I could probably pluck a good one from beating Tottenham away at their new stadium, and we've beat them at 3 of their stadiums or whatever it is.
You were playing for Chelsea in those 2 games. I mean, that shows kind of how long ago it was.
Yeah.
Simon, and then Paul.
Right.
Sorry.
You took Callum off. The crowd seems to be getting on his case a little bit. How do you think he's played today, and how he's been playing lately?
I thought he put a lot of effort in today, and he was trying things, making runs. It wasn't quite coming off for him in the first half. I thought actually in his general performance. So I think he's come off the back of a big injury, and I think there's certainly a period where we have to give him and stick with him through that. He's very young. A lot of talk last year about contract and would he and wouldn't he, and now he has. And he's in a period now where he has to get his head down and work, and he knows that. to show what he can be for this club. It's obviously down to him now, but I showed faith in him playing today, and I will continue to do that. But we also have to go with him a little bit. And I've sat here and I've probably been relatively harsh on Callum a couple of times. I don't think now is absolutely the moment to do that, because I think I saw today an effort and a desire. I've seen it in training this last couple of weeks. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do two more, then we're going to move on to the Arsenal game. Paul, and then to finish.
You said you learned about players, you learned a lot about players in games like this. Could you sort of expand a little bit about what you meant, good or bad, about the players?
Well, it's a loss, isn't it? So it's not going to be so much good, but I think it's to test difficult games, and games like today that turn out to be difficult are a test of character as much as they are quality, or actually a test of both. So, the same as anything in life, I think when it's all easy, after Tottenham we were the greatest thing in the world, and they were the greatest players, and I was a great manager, and today it's questioned. So that's when you see the strength of character of someone, I'll say.
Okay, last one on Southampton.
I've spoken about perhaps not playing to the standards of the respect that's given by teams that come here, and Ralph's just been in and said watching West Ham and Bournemouth took away the fear of coming and playing here. How far away do you think you are from sort of restoring that? Is it a couple of performances, or is it something more?
I don't know that. I mean, it depends what you wanted to gauge it by. All we want to do is think about, can we win our next game here? Because that's the only thing that's going to turn this mini run of bad form at home will be turned by a win, and then we'll try and get another one.
Okay, right, so we'll pause there. This next section will be